Hey Mike, Demetrius here. So here's this quick video I told you I'd put together for you. So what I did is I typed in septic service, Weatherford, Texas, and you'll notice at the top of the page here, there's a couple of businesses that are running some Google ads, right? Bacon Plumbing and Taylor Septic, right? And those guys are, they're paying to generate some leads through Google, right? And so the thing with running ads on Google is it's essentially you turning on the faucet, right? And as long as the faucet's flowing, you getting some leads through there and whatnot. But as soon as you turn off the faucet, what happens? The leads stop. So what I'm going to show you is kind of how you can have the faucet flowing 24/7, right? So as we scroll down, you notice these B&B also is running some ads there, but and these guys they're doing it in a few spots. But so as we scroll down, we have right here what is called the map pack, right? This is some prime real estate because 7 to 8 out of 10 people that are looking for any service are stopping here in the map pack. And one of the things that allows you to get into the map pack, for one, you have to have a Google business listing, right? Those are free to create. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you fully optimize that. And so that means, that, putting your name, address, phone number, website in the listing as you create it. And then also you fill out the business description completely and include the keywords that you are wanting to rank for, right? So in this case, septic service, Weatherford, Texas, right? And you can have up to 750 characters in that description, right? And so you want to fill it out as much as possible. The next thing, obviously, is reviews, because that's your social proof, right? People want to see that that you provide a good service, and as contrary as it sounds, most people don't leave you 5-star reviews. They tend to only leave a review when something bad happens, right? So if you do have a decent amount of 5-star reviews, people are going to think a lot more highly of your business and your service that you offer, right? So you want to get reviews. And then last but not least, you want citations. So citations are anywhere that your name, address, and phone number show up on the web. And you can get those in thousands of different places. They're mainly directory listings. Think of like Yelp or Dex, Yellow Pages. Even your Facebook business profile will give you a citation, right? And so the more of those things that you have up, the better, because you are looked at as an authority in Google's eyes because you are all over the web. Okay, so those are citations. So the next thing I want to go over is organic listings. Right now, these are businesses that have taken the time to rank their specific web page through SEO. And so the thing with Google is it's really an open book test, and you can see what your competitors are doing and simply, mimic those things to not only compete but to start dominating in your local market, right? And so success leaves clues. And so let's take a look at these top guys here, Parker County Septic, and let's see what these guys are doing, right? Because they're obviously doing something right. So, first glance, these guys have a call to action, right? Got their phone number, contact info right at the top of the header. Because most people, if they're looking for your service, they already need you. I need to know, how do I get a hold of you? Right? And so making it easy to just dial and start talking to somebody or fill out a contact form to get that service is huge. Next thing is content, right? I mentioned that half of ranking a web page is content. And so having authentic content that talks about the service that you offer, right, hitting on the keywords that you want to rank for, again, right? These guys, they don't really use the keywords, but they have done a good enough job of, just talking about content, offering their service that Google has recognized them as an authority for septic installs in Weatherford. But I will point out that up here in the page title, they did mention, right, septic installation in Weatherford. Boom. Right. So that's letting Google know that, hey, that's what this business is about. So these guys don't have a ton of content here on their homepage, but again, like I said, they've done enough in Google's eyes for them to be seen as an authority for their service in Weatherford, right? Then multiple pages. Now, generally, what I like to see is a page for each particular service, but these guys didn't do that. Nor really did they list out their services. It's mainly frequently asked questions. But that being said, right, that was enough for them to show up here in this top spot. So to me, it appears that it's possibly some low-hanging fruit to get into this space and start dominating, right, which we had kind of talked about. Thirdly is backlinks. And so backlinks are essentially votes to your site. But not all votes are created equal, and that, the more relevant the backlink, the more votes you're going to get to your site. So taking a look here, this is the back end of their site, and we can see that they have 75 backlinks. And out of those 75, 27 of those are actually sending votes to their site, right? So these 27 are doing the heavy lifting and getting them up on Google. And I can kind of dig in and see where they're getting those exact links from and whatnot. But the best way to explain it is the more relevant the backlink, right? So say if they're linking to another septic or sewer and drain company, right, or blog, you're going to get more votes than if you were linking to, say, Pizza Hut, because you're not in the business of selling pizzas, right? And so we can also take a deeper look and see that, what keywords that they're using and whatnot. And a good way to take a look at this, right? So this is for septic service, Weatherford, Texas. And now that particular keyword generates about 50 hits a month of traffic. Now to their website, they're getting, almost half of that, getting 20 hits a month of traffic to their website for that particular keyword. And so really what you start doing is you start going down and looking at each particular keyword, so, and add that up. That's a few hundred hits there, and they're not, number one or two in all of them, right? You can see there. But what you can start doing is, adding these up and say, man, in the top spot, you can expect to get roughly, 30 to 40% of the hits for traffic for that particular keyword. And what starts happening is when you're ranking for several keywords, you can start predicting how many hits or leads you can expect to your site month in and month out, right? And then so start talking about predictability. What does that do for your bottom line when you know that you're gonna, get 20 or 30, 40 calls or inquiries a month of people needing your service, right? And this is just one form, right? And this is, like I said, this is turning the faucet on and keeping it on year round, without the extra ad spend of doing this here, right? And so really the three takeaways, right, are the Google listing created and getting citations, right? Name, address, phone number. And then as far as website goes, content, authoritative content. And then last but not least, backlinks, citations, content, and backlinks. So hopefully I was able to add a little bit of value there and show you, how you can kick your business up a notch and start generating some consistent leads for your business. And so would love to help you out on this and help you grow this thing. But you know how to get a hold of me, and talk soon. Thanks.